closed on Monday, May 26, 2014, in observance of Memorial Day. And the Cecil Township Historical Society will meet Wednesday, May 28, 2014, at 6 p.m. in the meeting room of the Township Building.
And I'd
I'd also like to talk about the book signing. Is that what you want to talk about?
yeah, I wanted to add something
You
to
look
it.
that up. That's the flyer for it. I didn't want to miss that.
Okay. All right, the Cecil Township Historical Society, in conjunction with author Chris Barraclough, will hold a book sale and a book signing at the Hilton Garden Inn on Saturday, May 10th, from 1 to 6 p.m. The book is titled Morganza, Pennsylvania Reform School, and it's a pictorial history of Pennsylvania's first state reform school for juvenile delinquents. As I said, it's from 1 to 6 p.m. if you're unable to make it. I think that Bob Ware was here.
He's still
Is that there all by himself? If anybody's interested in purchasing a book, you won't be able to get a signing for it here. The donation is $25. And he'll be out here if you'd like to see him, if you'd like a pre-sale on it.
They're selling at the book signing too.
Are they?
They're being sold at the book
Yes,
signing.
yes, it's the purpose of the book.
Yeah, you'll be able to buy them and get them autographed at the book signing.
With or without an autograph. Some people don't like autographs, others do.
And there will be a memorial service at the Legion on Memorial Day too.
But that'd actually be on Monday, correct? Or Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay, it'll be on Sunday. Okay, thank you, Frank. Okay, moving on to resolutions now. Number 89-2014. Consider setting a public hearing date for conditional use application number 2013-005. In-N-Out Grocery Store revised. Automotive gasoline station location 3369 Millers Run Road. Sagar, Yukani applicant. I talked to Bruce about this earlier, and we were talking maybe before our next meeting that we have in June. What date is that in June? I haven't looked on the calendar. Is it the 3rd? 2nd? The first Monday is the 2nd. Maybe see what the board thinks. An hour before the meeting, we could set up the conditional use hearing and go through it. Does that sound good to everybody? Then Dawn, you can advertise that for us on Monday, June 2nd, okay?
That's for resolution 744 motion.
Okay, let's, do I have a motion to do this?
I so moved.
It's moved, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. So moved. Okay, number 90-2014, consider hiring Michael Kaufman as a part-time seasonal help in the park at an hourly rate of $10 an hour.
Who is Michael Kaufman?
Go ahead.
Michael has worked for us in the past 2 years as a seasonal park employee. Very good employee. Mike's a hard worker. We were surprised to see him available, and he wanted to come work, so...
He helps cut the grass and do the stuff in the park that we need,
Yes, he does.
basically.
And do you know him, Bill? Have you met
I
him?
do, yes. Very nice young man.
I'll make that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
So it passed. Okay, resolution 91-2014. Consider the request for a block party on May 25th submitted by the residents of Winterberry Court. We had the email sent out to us, and if you read through it, it basically gives you the idea that they want to block off the cul-de-sac there. And it looks like everybody is in agreement, is in that area. Is there any comments from the board at all? I think this was done last year, correct, Don?
What you're saying is...
Yeah. That's the same as last year. And I don't see any problem with it. Is there a motion? It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, so moved. Okay, number 92-2014, consider the settlement agreement between Camden McMillan School District and the Washington County Board of Assessment Appeals and RPB Canonsburg LLC, DBA South Point Hotel 2, the Homewood Suites. So Dawn, they've basically come to an agreement. Do you want to go over this real quick?
John, are you more in tune with this? I mean, basically, you're right, though, Mr. Chairman. It is an agreement that was reached concerning assessed values between the school district and RPB in Amesburg.
Yeah, and through the past years, the direction of the board is basically to allow the school district and the county to deal with these assessments. So we haven't, I think early on, Dawn, we may have gone into a few assessment issues where our office was involved. We were not involved with this one other than they need your approval. So I have not run the numbers or reviewed it in terms other than Camden Mac and Washington County find it acceptable and need your approval to get it done.
And when I read it today, it still had some of the LERTA program left on it there.
That's correct.
So it was reduced by the amount of the LERTA.
I mean, the ironic part is, what were to happen if we were to say no? I mean, I thought about that. They are the two biggest tax collecting agencies. That's
Possibly,
where
we're all a party.
they'll go and fight for these assessments, but, I mean, there's really no advantage to the board even denying.
Well, you know, at this point, again, because it makes sense from a monetary standpoint, if the board is going to follow the legal advice of the solicitor for the school district and or the county, it's hard for us unless somebody wants to spend the time and go in and poke holes in this to see if there's an issue. I have not done that. I've reviewed what was submitted to us, and I know they need our approval.
I'll make the motion that we approve the settlement agreement.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
So moved. Okay, next. Resolution number 93-2014, discuss stormwater project for Park Drive.
Where is Park Drive?
Well, that's over in Lawrence, over off of Bayview Road, up towards where Black Box is. And there's companies right in there. We've discussed this a little bit last month.
I remember now, okay.
And that general area right there. Tom, you had brought this up, and we discussed the fact that maybe we want to approach these companies that are all involved with this stormwater drain right there.
Yeah, John, we talked about it in the past with sewer problems in Lawrence, that the magistrate kind of let the township informally work with those residents to get a solution to repairs on those lines where everybody shared the cost. This line needs repaired, and I think as opposed to the township getting involved in an official project where you assess property owners, if we could get someone from the township to go to them. I think there's only 5 property owners involved, and maybe the 5 of them, if we give them a rough price, Dan knows footage prices, if we get a rough price and just say, hey, it's $20,000, you each owe $5,000 or $4,000, would you do that? Would you go along? And they might collectively do it in-house rather than us having to get involved. It is a development problem though, that the heater company is a low man down in the bottom of the street. And I guess everybody, they expand dumping on him, and it's getting worse and worse.
Dan, do I understand that correct, though? The main problem is that we just need a larger catch basin and larger diameter pipe to handle the extra water flow now?
That's essentially
That's
it.
basically it?
That's correct. Yeah, that area over there was developed before there was requirements for stormwater management. As Tom said, over the years when they've expanded, they've increased the amount of flow that ends up at the bottom of the hill.
And just so that assuming it's Dawn that would go to them, or Bill, assuming they went to them, and hey, can you help us reasonably get a price to say, hey, look, it's a $10,000 project.
Sure.
They need something to go, and I think it'd save us a lot of effort if they collectively do it on their own.
Okay.
Is that okay if he at least gets them an estimate for Dawn or Bill to take it to those 5? I think there's 5 owners.
Yes.
So you want to make that into a motion then, that we have
I
a motion to just go ahead and do this right now and then see where it's at? Let's have you go talk with them first, and after you have an idea what the estimate is. Okay, so that's good for Park Drive.